Well, hello, good listener, and welcome to a 100th episode bonus. Hold on. If you're listening to this, that means hopefully you've already listened to the 100th episode that's already up and out there for the world to hear. If you have not, I want you to pause the button on this, go back one episode last week, I believe we put it up. Check out our 100th episode with my very dear friend, Emmy winner, amazing woman, amazing human, amazing friend, Faith Salie. Faith and I got together, had the best time recording. We have the best time being together, period. But we got together to record, had the best time, and we recorded 1 hour and 29 friggin' minutes. And then when I was putting the episode together, I was like, okay, this is a little long in the tooth. Do I do 2 episodes? Do I do 1, 2-parter? No. I want it to be one episode. So I got it down to 1 hour, 9 minutes. I'm like, still a little long near the tooth. Not just in the tooth, but near it. So I got it down to 59 minutes. And then I'm like, and I trimmed it to 52. And I said, you know what? 52 sounds good. And lucky 5 and 2 is 7. 7's a lucky number. There we go. 7 always comes back. But my point being, as I ramble on here, this is some bonus cutting room floor stuff, a piece of really fun stuff we talked about. Check out our conversation talking about how we do the music here on the show, how we do the graphics, how we do the website, and most importantly, the time I went and saw Faith in her off-Broadway show, and a man next to me at the urinal decided to retitle it. I can't make this shit up.
But before we just leave a mention of your brother behind, he wrote the theme music for your show, right?
He wrote all the music in the show. Yeah, he's the best.
It's so jazzy. I love it.
So we have a whole thing, and he and I, like, I can write him and be like, hey, because I used to do web series stuff. Hey, I need something that's kind of elevator music-y, but kind of like, 70s, but a little bit of a flair to it. And then he'll send me stuff that he already has, and sometimes he'll just come up with something. He wrote the theme song to this show and sent it to me, and I said, perfection.
That's it.
Like, great. And then there's interlude music I have, and I wrote him. I think it was for the Valentine's Day episode this year. I had so many people in it. It was sounding weird when I didn't have music in between. Like, I just was like going from person to person. I just needed like little bridges. So I wrote him and said, hey, do you have any an interlude? And he's like, you mean traveling music? I said, yeah. And he has a ton of it. I said, don't write anything new. Just send me stuff you have. He sent me 8 tracks. I use all of them all the time. I fucking love them. And the best thing about my brother, he never charges me anything. So God bless him. And my niece, a quick shout out to my niece. My niece does all my posters, which nice. I pay her for. All the art that you see. My niece developed the logo, but my niece is awesome. She's a graphic artist. We went back and forth. And it was funny because when we were coming up with the logo, I said something. She sent me a couple choices she had come up with, and she was really, really focused. It was sweet. She was really focused on my name being big. I said, don't make me, it's about the being good and the world. And I said, make me smaller. And she said, okay. And then I had sent her the photo. That's a photo from Hawaii, one of my favorite places. But I had said to her with the logo, I said, can you make it look spray painty? And she said, yes, I can. And she built that the O is a world, spray painted world.
Yeah,
she built
it looks
that.
like the Earth. That. Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
I know we're talking about something visual on a podcast. It is a delight to go to your website. The logo, she is very talented. The logo looks very human, and I love the touch that it's the Earth. And I want to point out, I've been there several times. I researched this interview. There is no About Steve vertical, which I think says there's about the show. There's everything about the show. There's nothing about you. And it is such a metaphor for the fact that ever since I met you, and very much including this podcast, you are so focused on spotlighting other people. And so my question comes from my deep, dark, relentless, voracious desire for approval and to be noticed. And it is all projection. How is that possible? Because you are not an introverted person. You light up a room. You are the funniest person in the room. Usually when we're together, we're the funniest people. You are a performer in a way. I mean, you hold space and are so self-possessed. Why are you always... Listen to me. I'm inarticulate because I'm not the same.
No, I get you.
Why don't you need the spotlight on you? How's that?
Well, let me start by saying before we go there, Lisa Hyde-Farich is the grande dame of the website. She built that website. Again, my friend since high school, and she loves the show. And I said, hey, I know you sometimes build websites. I have no money. Will you build it? And she said, of course I will. So all shout outs go to Lisa. And Lisa and I had a conversation about this.
Lisa.
Yay, Lisa. We had a conversation about this because I said, we need an about page, like about Steve, about Lisa. And for some reason, it's never gone up because here it is. The star is the show. The star is the messaging. The star is that, when I was first kicking around titles, I love titles, love coming up with titles. I used to have to do it for work all the time. And I had come up with, I think I've said this before, that's what Steve said. Because I thought that's funny, like that's what she said. And then I wanted to call it Steve the Fuck Up. Like shut the fuck up, Steve the fuck up. But
yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. Yeah, but in both of those, it focuses on Steve.
On me, and Steve. And everyone thinking, well, who's this Steve guy? And who cares who this Steve guy is? And
Did
so
you ever consider calling it The Richness of Family?
Could I please tell everyone why that's so enjoyable?
If you don't mind taking up more time on this podcast, it's my children still quote this all the time.
I fucking love that your kids love this. Okay, so I go to see Faith. This is so great. So I go to see Faith's show. I see Faith's
Which
show.
is called Approval Junkie, the name of my
Approval
book.
Junkie.
Yeah.
And I go downstairs. It's a matinee. I'm in the men's room. There's a line, of course, around the block to the women's room. Men's room's open, and we're all at the urinals, and these two very older white-haired gentlemen are next to me, and they're discussing, I mean, with all due respect, Faith, that certain
their
things were not relatable to
them there. Right.
Yes. It's not relatable to them. I'm trying not to laugh right now because it's just like, right, because she should have written, because when you hear a name Faith Salie called a show called Approval Junkie, of course it's going to be about things that interest you, octogenarian. The fuck are you talking about? So the one guy goes, I have a problem. I have a biggest problem was the title, Approval Junkie. Approval Junkie. I mean, I don't
This
think
is while they're peeing, by the way?
Yeah, well, we're all peeing. And this is all going down, right? And I cannot enjoy this enough. And I may have been done peeing and just stood there like awkwardly, like just maybe more pee will come out just because I want to hear more. So one guy goes, yeah, I didn't really like that title either. And the other guy goes, what would have been a better title? The Richness of Family. And I think he even like waved his hand, you guys, like just picture me waving my hand across like I'm making a billboard sign with it.
And his urine was spraying all over the wall.
Well, it was my urine that probably splashed all over because I had to turn my head away because it was one of those moments of like, good Lord, gentlemen, this went over your fucking head, didn't it? So yes, that's why I did not name my show The Richness of Family, but someday I'm going to write a Pulitzer Prize, Tony Award winning show called The Richness of Family.
Anyone who's listening, thank you for humoring us for this very egregious digression.
I hope you enjoyed that bonus. Check out all of World Gone Good wherever you podcast best. Right here, for instance, where you're listening right now. And we will see you in just a few weeks with our brand new Season 3. Can't wait to get our good on. Until then, be good.